Welcome to the unofficial Planet Broadcasting Great Mates first commentary track. For our first commentary, we've decided to tackle the cinematic masterpiece Justice League. To get this commentary in sync with your copy of the film, I'm going to say now when the Access logo blinks out and goes black. 3, 2, 1, now. So what have you let yourself in for? This commentary track has been created by 26 members of the Great Mates Facebook group. The film was split into small sections and randomly assigned. We have a range of accents, a range of mic qualities, but hopefully it's all enjoyable. Sit back, put your feet up, and enjoy.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Planet Broadcasting Great Mates first commentary. We will be talking Justice League today, and we're going to be talking about everything. Alright, here we go. Our opening shot. The one, the only Supreme Man. He's got a nice 8-pack there under his pecs. I'd like to point those out right away. Tracing the old emblem. Wonderful hair. Missing on his face. I'm sure we'll be talking plenty of mustache, CG, Batman, Aqualads, Wonder Womans, all that good stuff. So that was exciting. Lukewarm commentary by Great Mates, falling out your dick hole. Alright, so here's our first look at Gotham City and Justice League. Looks pretty good, it's fitting. Of course, an Easter egg coming up. Those are the same pigeons from Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Previously worn on the Pigeon Lady. Pretty sure that's her name. This is kind of a cool opening scene. Well, Batman opening scene, that is. Except for it's not the same tone, obviously, as Batman v Superman. But I can see why they tried to change it after all the feedback and all that. So it's violent enough, I guess, but no fatalities, which is whatever. But yeah, so I think Batman looks awesome. And he's doing some real good Batman in there. Let's see, what are we doing here? Hanging a guy off the ledge. Now this is our first look at a parademon who I guess was eating out of the garbage down there. Just kind of came out of nowhere. Yoink. And boom. Now, this is alright. I think this scene matches the tone of Batman v Superman, the good parts of it at least. And, it's not too spotty or anything. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good set piece. You get some Gotham City, you get some kicks, some punches, some flying. Good looks at Batman and the parademon. And then, of course, this is super intense. And splat. Okay, so here we got the very underused Jeremy Irons as Alfred. A stronger part of the movie universe, but why would DC want to use the good parts of anything that they have at their disposal? I mean, good actors, get them out of here. I just don't really know what else to say about it. Big mishaps. This movie had potential. It's obviously a whole lot of fun, though. I guess we will just have to see how this plays out and what everyone really thinks about it. And yeah, everyone enjoy and strap on in. Flag.
Hi, this is Dan from the 10 for 10 podcast, and we're looking at Justice League. Firstly, it did not take Bane to break Ben Affleck's Batman. This movie sure as hell did it on its own. Henry Cavill? Spoilers. Okay. Would anybody like to tell me why Lois Lane is billed before the entire rest of the Justice League? One redeeming quality of this movie is that Ezra Miller had to grow out his dumb haircut from Fantastic Beasts as well. And I've always wondered, would people really care this long after Superman died? It's like months afterwards. No one cares that long. Diane Lane, Martha! Here we see Amy Adams visiting the memorial for the entire DCEU. J.K. Simmons and Kieran Hines, awesome actors, completely wasted. And again, we see Amy Adams staying up all night trying to figure out how to redeem her entire career after this goddamn franchise. I wonder if Jonathan Kent would have gruesomely died for that dog too. I would have. Okay, now the best thing about Justice League is definitely the...
So we're here at the commentary for this movie, and we have, it looks like the Kent farm being sold. You think having Bruce Wayne as one of your friends, you'd be able to save your family farm, but it doesn't look like the case. And get this, looking at Metropolis and how it looks like everything is going down the drain, wondering where Superman went. Do they return back to their planet? And now we got some racism going on. It looks like it's commentary, like all type of aliens are getting attacked here. You have some white guys attacking, looks like a Muslim's family's thing, and it's I don't understand really. Is they're trying to put the context that the movie is all about racism? I don't know, or what happens when you lose hope. I think that's more like it. And we have this forlorn-looking homeless man who has a sign that says, I tried. I'm not sure what he tried. Did he try to save Superman? I don't know. It's a little questionable. Now we're over in England, and you see the black Superman thing, maybe foreshadowing that Superman will show up in the black suit, which would be hopeful. We have a nice view, aerial view of London here, and then we have these two white moving vans, you say, pull up, seeming to a interesting thing. This seems to be the scene from the trailer, and now we have this gentleman. Can't remember his name, but he's in most movies, and guys coming out with guns. Now, if I'm there, like guys come out with guns, I'm going to be questionable. But hey, it's just me. Now we have people being shot just willy-nilly. No one's questioning. One gun has no silencer on it. It has the sound of a silencer. So people are screaming. They've heard the gunshots. They're worried. You're getting this nice view, but you're not seeing anything. Someone just randomly threw paper in the air. I don't understand that. Here we go. Kids against the wall and that. Oh, the briefcase is down. People are wondering what's going on. The police response is amazing, and there's a sniper shot that isn't taken. Now we have Lady Justice being shown here, and I guess it's kind of like Wonder Woman is Lady Justice. We're hearing the music of Lady Justice, Wonder Woman right now, and she looks concerned on her face. Guards just willy-nilly around, gets pulled up by the lasso of truth, and she's asking questions, and the guys, we have to know what the lasso does, even though we've seen Wonder Woman here. They're answering questions, and now they're questioning. Apparently there's a countdown that's already begun. We're not sure what's going on. It's confusing a bit, and apparently everyone's going to die. There's going to be an explosion.
You've got to wonder why that's the moment in which they start screaming. What exactly did they think was going to be in the briefcase, considering he's just pointed a gun at them, shot some people? Did they think it was maybe the WWE Money in the Bank contract? Don't know. Seems a bit of an odd thing to do. So we know from the initial trailers that this scene was originally going to be a very different scene. It was going to have an explosion, presumably people dying. They've changed it to something very different for the final film, and to be honest, it doesn't really serve any narrative purpose, this scene. It's just an excuse to show what Wonder Woman can do, which For people who didn't watch the Wonder Woman film, maybe that's important, but it'd be nice to have some sort of consequences from this scene. If you compare it to, say, the scene in Lagos in Civil War, that scene, you get the demonstration of everybody's powers, but you also get the incident that kicks off the rest of the movie effectively, whereas this is just a bit of an action scene, really. You also got to wonder why he doesn't start firing from side to side rather than firing in one direction the whole way. It'd probably be a lot more effective if he did that. I'm a believer, I couldn't leave her if I tried. Now you've got to wonder, with all of the vehicles that Bruce Wayne has available to him, is a horse really the best way to get to this place? I know he can't get there by boat, but surely he's got something better than a horse. But oh no, it was just an excuse to show a pretty landscape shot, wasn't it? And have him taking off the goggles as well. You can tell that this part of the film was very much Zack Snyder, not only from the fact that there are quite a few bits from this in the very first trailer that we got 18 months before the film came out, but also just from the dialogue, the look of those landscape shots. Everything is screaming Snyder in this particular scene. Given that this was filmed so soon after Batman v Superman, it's kind of amazing that Ben Affleck's performance has gone from probably the best part of that movie to whatever is in this movie. It's an amazing change, really. And there is quite literally the clumsiest reveal of all the clumsy reveals I've probably ever seen. The mother boxes. I watched this film, I'm still none the wiser as to what the mother boxes actually do, what they are. And that's probably because I don't really care. I do like it when he calls him the Aquaman. And that's the end of my section. Hope others do better.
Ooh, let me get this straight. I can just hear the exposition train coming. Choo-choo, choo-choo. Oh, fight. Foreshadowing. I'm not really sure he digged into his business. He kind of showed up and asked for you. Where is here, anyway? He's like surfer dude. And for the ladies. And the men who probably want to go to the gym now. And to prove how much of a man Jason Momoa is, he's not even going to flinch a little going into that ice-cold water. Oh, Superman reference. I wonder if he's going to be in the movie. What are these two people in the background doing? Waiting for a CG reshoot, I wonder. Oh, there it is. Ah, good for them. Oh, no reaction, though. Oh, geez, he just told everyone he's Batman. Uh-oh, this could be trouble for Batman. I don't think he heard you. Aquaman. So it seems like a common trait now with movies. They kind of say the superhero name with contempt. Like, oh, this Batman, this Wonder Woman. Not really sure why that's a thing. Oh, there's our whole MacGuffin right there. When I'm watching this, all I can see is Ben Affleck's face and it being really distracting. It's like he's got that CG anti-aging thing from X-Men 3, except it's not. So it's like he's got too much Proactive Plus on his face. It's really shiny. Oh, and there's a second character introduction. Marvel's done actual movies, and Justice League do a 5-minute clip on the computer, if that. Look at his face. Very shiny. Oh, look at that. Alfred, the old dog. So the guy's got a genius IQ, but they only can give him a football scholarship. Sucks to be him. Ooh, foreshadowing, except not, because we won't see the penguin. Oh, so it's not foreshadowing, it's more of a callback. And lens flare. Not bad. Okay. So my main gripe with this movie, well, not this movie, this scene, why has he got the felt tip marker for signing when there's a pen right there? Who does that? But of course, you need it for this scene. Okay, so Zack Snyder gets a lot of crap for how the movie is, but I must admit that the Flash special effect there is kind of cool. Even though he signs in a felt tip marker while there's a pen right there. Like right there. There it is on the right. And a quip. Oh, wait. Touch your face. Touch your face. There it is.
Okay, we have Barry Allen here visiting his father in prison, Henry Allen. You obviously know that because you're watching the film with me at the same time. Billy Crudup. Actually, nice little bit of trivia for you. He auditioned to play Bruce Wayne Batman in Batman Begins before the role eventually went to Christian Bale. I thought that was quite interesting. I decided to look up a bit of trivia for this movie, and I thought that was quite fun. I love Billy Crudup, and I love Ezra Miller. Sorry, they're really good in this scene. It's very, very emotional. I think Billy Crudup should have got a lot more in this movie than what he did, so it's nice just to watch this scene, and the way they bounce off each other is really, really interesting. Obviously telling Barry Allen he's the best of the best, not knowing that he's the Flash. If only he knew, that would be the first thing I'd do, is say to him, well, get me out of prison then. If you can run that fast, then get me out. I think that would be weird in this kind of universe. Well, that's just my thoughts. He looks upset there. Poor Barry. The crash Kryptonian ship is still there. I'm wondering how long that's going to be there for. And here we have Silas Stone doing his research. Another interesting little fact that I looked up. Joe Morton, who plays Silas Stone, he was Miles Dyson in Terminator 2. I knew I recognised him when I was watching this movie originally. I just couldn't quite place it. So I'm glad I looked up that piece of trivia. And it's also interesting that in Terminator 2 he's in charge of the kind of cyborg-esque robotics firm, which is again quite interesting because he is the father to Cyborg, who we are seeing here properly for the first time. This is another great scene between father and son. It's really interesting to see these two actors actually bouncing off each other, Ray Fisher and Joe Morton. They do really well as their characters, and I think they're great, and it humanises the character of Cyborg, because that's good. That's really good when you see his reflection there. No, it just humanises Cyborg a little bit, which is really, really interesting. I like it because he's obviously going through some turmoil, as you can see just by some of the things that he says. He refers to himself as a monster, kind of. And then, oh my god, that reveal, that is great. That's one of the great things about the way they reveal these characters. This film got a lot wrong, but things like this they got right, and that is perfect. It's great. It just really sends shivers up your spine and makes you just, get really sucked into this movie, into these characters. And I think the design's really good as well. There's the Terminator 2 hand I was referring to earlier. It's just enough. It could possibly be a nice little nod. Great effect. I love that. That's amazing. The way his powers are just all coming together just while being asleep. I wish I could do that when I was asleep and I woke up and I had jetpacks in my feet. That would be amazing. He's really good. I really like Ray Fisher. I'm glad he got the part of Cyborg. And there's a janitor cleaning up, and we're actually coming to the end of my time. I hope I've done okay. I hope you've enjoyed listening to my ramblings and my crap trivia. And what's behind the curtain? It's an alien.
Hello everyone, my name is James and I'm going to be taking over this section of Justice League as we pan into the island of Themyscira now. I really don't like this sequence. Not at all. I think it's awful. So I really apologise that I'm going to be complaining throughout all of this. I mean, that's quite a nice shot if you avoid the fact it's all CGI. And then cut to this random shot of the sea, which you really didn't need. That just takes us out of it. Why couldn't they just start the shot there? I'm going to be nitpicking. I'm so sorry, everyone. But this is what it does to me. This is what Justice League, the film from visionary director Zack Snyder. Because this is a very cool sequence if you think about it. There's 100 Amazon warriors, all highly trained, going up against this big bad villain, and it's awful. Now, this isn't... I had a bit of a revelation. I always thought this was Naomi Watts. When I saw Wonder Woman, I thought it was Naomi Watts. Turns out it's an actress called Connie Nielsen. And here she is talking to Exposition Jane about something about the mother box, which definitely will not be revealed later on in the film by Wonder Woman. And she got her paycheck. She looked really shocked. I hope she goes far. I'm British, which probably a lot of people on this commentary are, so sarcasm is really the only thing we have as currency, because the pound sterling's not very good anymore. And this film was trying so hard not to be the Avengers, yet the bad guy opens up in the film by coming through a portal and grabbing a big cube. It's been a long day, guys, and I'm just gonna... See, why did she have to say his name? It's just exposition. And a really interesting plot device, the fact that maybe his mother is a cube, or not a cube, but in 3 cubes. I'm not sure, it gets confusing. And... I quite liked how Steppenwolf looked in that communion deleted scene that they put on YouTube the weekend after Batman vs Superman came out. But he just looks like a creme brulee with eyes here. I mean, the parademons look pretty cool. They're steampunk designed. And this whole action sequence just reminds me of a toddler putting his fingers in lots of different colours of paint and just smearing them on a blank canvas. It's just grey and gold and beige. What's she doing? She's just standing there for rest. Why would he say yes? Why would he be happy that they're running away with the box? And why are they knocking down these pillars? What purpose does this solve? Surely they could just have one big thing, and they've just killed off all those people. Why not just have 4 really big doors going downwards, like an Apocalypse, an X-Men Apocalypse, but instead they've just sealed off loads of people, and Steppenwolf just cuts at the weakest part of the whole tomb prison thing, like a practical villain. And here we get him jumping just like Superman did in Man of Steel. This whole sequence should have been amazing, really, shouldn't it? It's just annoying. This whole film was just destroyed in the edit bay. I mean, the mother box, the way it's shifting, looks quite cool, I guess. And that's another of our cool slides that they do in the film. It's literally a game of like pass the parcel, really, isn't it, that they're playing? Like high stakes. The fact that they really should have had the Wilhelm scream there, as she just knocks that lady is knocked out of screen. And then here is maybe my favourite line in the whole film. It's so logical. Got it, go fast. Like, she's not already going the fastest speed possible to run from that guy. What's his name? Oh, Steppenwolf, that's his name. And here we go, that ends my commentary. Thank you for listening. Ross Barber, please have my babies. You're amazing for putting this all together. I hope someone else takes over this film who likes it more than I do, because I'm dead inside.
Hello, I'm Harry Trample. I'll be a commentator for the next 4.5 minutes. Okay, so I guess that we're at that point here with Steppenwolf. We see him for vaguely the first time. Why do they think that he looked good at this point? I don't get it. He would look so much better if he was actually played by a real actor. I mean, he is voiced by a guy, Syrian Hines, but he's nobody. I suppose he does look a little bit like him. I don't know. If he looked like Josh Brolin, it'd be much better, wouldn't it? Let's be honest. Come on. Also, imagine if we did have a fight scene of him battling 1,000 Amazonians. That'd be way more exciting than this. I don't know, I'm getting quite negative about this film. It's, somewhat enjoyable, let's be honest. Okay, now I've always wondered at this point, why is it that they just light a fire just to let Wonder Woman know that, troubles are brewing, when any of them could leave the island and go and help? They've got an entire army, but yet they're just asking Diana to do it all by herself. They don't know she's with the Justice League. If armies have fought him before, and pretty much just got away with it, why are they just leaving it for one person to do? Send the whole army. Makes much more sense. Although I must say at this point, absolutely great visuals. This does look pretty amazing. If only the whole film was like this, especially the end bit. How did this make breaking news? Although I guess, plot has to happen. I'll let it pass. Okay, I do like this bit. This woman landed a great part in this film, let's be honest. My favourite bit about her is now she's still muted. Sorry, she's still blurred out. What's she saying? She must be absolutely losing it. I love it. Okay, well, it's a bit of a boring scene, really. There's not that much to talk about. I guess there's... Who's this? Oh, it's not Jimmy Olsen. What a shame. Who's missing in the background? Show me the sign. Come on, yeah, that's Jimmy Olsen. It should be, shouldn't it? Oh, I like they've got an evacuation plan there, as though, what if aliens attack the city again and knock over all the skyscrapers? What do you do? It's good to know. I do wonder, with all the reshoots and everything that happened in this film, why did they decide to keep this scene? Because all it's really saying is, yeah, we miss Clark, we miss Superman, but we kind of already established that with everybody at the start of the film. Selling the farm and everything, yeah, we get it, she misses him. But this scene is just quite boring, and they could really just cut it out and shave a bit of time. That's what I would have done if I was Joss Whedon. She was better in Batman v Superman. Alright, that's the end of the scene. Thanks for listening. On to the next guy.
Planet Broadcasting, great mates! Commentary track
with Tyler
and James. Wait, that's the wrong way around. I'm Tyler.
I'm James.
Yeah, this scene's boring.
This is really
boring. I can't remember the context of this, so he has, I don't know, he was forward thinking about porn and he's got the internet now.
I just don't understand how he hasn't found all the memes, like prequel memes and shit at this point, you know.
What's he doing?
You can see everything.
Cyborg is really weird in this film. And there's Batman. There's no context to this at all, probably. I mean, there's like a half an hour of film before it, but...
It's like just doing like 20 minutes of Googling and finding out that Bruce Wayne's Batman, and that seems unlikely.
Because he knows that... Oh, yeah, no, never mind. Forget about that. A lake.
A very pretty lake. See, my question is how many different alarm sounds did he go through to try and find the one that was perfect?
I think it's what the Batsuit was recording, maybe.
I don't remember this movie at all. We should have watched it all.
Would you say you had fun with it?
No.
Yeah, that does not look realistic, that ship.
What?
Such a weird-looking ship.
You saying that wasn't made in real life?
You know, I paid millions of dollars for this building's security. Yeah.
It's just it's just writing 101. It's so simple.
It doesn't help when Ben Affleck is really writing it in.
Writing it in.
Writing it in. That's right. Phoning it in.
No, this is it. I once knew a man who would have loved it. That is such a shit reference.
Yeah. Do you remember the good movie we made? It was good.
I knew a pilot. Why would he want to fly a troop carrier? He was like a fighter pilot. Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. This is Shadow of Mordor gameplay.
Big grey
Journey to Conquer.
boss.
Yay. This is... I don't get what the parademons are.
Nightmare creatures who feed on fear, Tyler.
It looks like they did on Dawn of Justice. Yeah, here he really sounds like he's phoning it in right here, or writing it in. Maybe he wrote it.
What are these boxes?
Yeah, he just has no effort. She seems like she gives a shit.
Because she still does at this point, really. She had a good movie. She's doing great.
Oh, it's just weapons, some kind of...
They are power. Flame.
The Tesseract, then.
LAME. No, it's not the Tesseract. There are 3 of them, Tyler.
Okay. What if there were 6 of them and they were different colours? Here we go. Primal Hellscape of Steppenwolf's Hope. I'm sorry.
Use your word.
Just say Apocalypse. Just say his birth word Apocalypse. It'd be a nice little reference, you know? I'm presuming that's what his birth word is. It's Apocalypse, isn't it? Is it?
Wait, did the Atlanteans just like get off a boat or something? Where's the water? Why aren't they using the water in this scene? Just make a big old tidal wave or something.
The big jump is Wonder Woman. That's Wonder Woman's one, I guess.
Oh, there he is.
Green Lantern, yeah, the one. That's a good.
It's the only good Green Lantern.
I don't know what god that's supposed to be. Oh, he's dead. Off goes the ring. Look, that looks like a good Green Lantern. Like the design's nice.
Too bad we won't ever get a good movie.
Yeah, that's Zeus. Yes.
Not Shazam. Could be Shazam.
There's a big axe. I'm guessing that's another god. Who's that meant to be? I don't know gods.
Neither do I.
Where's that lightning coming from? Are they pulling him back with lightning? Why?
Hold me back! Hold me back!
Let me at him! Let me at him! Oh.
Yeah, but if it could just like be hit by lightning and then break them apart, then why didn't they do something like that in the end thing?
Cover the earth. So
why did Cyborg have to hack it all?
Why was he hacking them?
This is lame.
Yeah, let's make this massive guarded place on Amazon. Put them underwater. Yeah,
that's going well.
And
then trust it with the humans.
Bury it with the pigeons.
About 3 meters deep, and hope for the best.
That crown's too much. I'm pretty sure no one ever had a crown like that.
Wait, is this Transformers, the new one?
The Dark Knight?
Like, the Dark Knight?
You're going to get triggered if you talk about Transformers. It's at this point when we first watched this scene, just to make sure what we were doing, that I questioned if we were nearly done, and it was only halfway through. This is painful.
Yeah, thanks for giving us a double-length one, guys. You got to listen to us for another 4 minutes. Lame. Days.
Rude.
He is rude.
Let him finish. Let his phony acting finish.
Nice.
His written acting finish.
Got him.
Like, almost like you would go after gems.
Where's he?
Something tells me he might know who you are now, because he went looking for porn and found Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, he did a
Maybe
Google
he's into
search.
that stuff. Maybe Bruce Wayne's a furry.
Nice.
Or leathery, I guess. Oh,
wait, who's that?
There's no way them two wouldn't have noticed him. So, just 101. Here we go.
Oh my god. Right, what are your general thoughts then on Ezra Miller's Flash?
I don't mind him as a Flash, however, the writing is awful. It's just that Sherlock babbling 21st century,
like trying to get one up on someone
thing, you know?
I like Ezra Miller, but
I
not
like
in this
his
role.
bowl haircut in Barry Spotter.
Barry Allen should be cocky.
Yeah, he's quippy. He's the Joss Whedon character. That's
Why
what
is he watching K-pop? Like, don't get me wrong, you know, K-pop's great, but
he is the Joss Whedon character, but trying to be the Joss Whedon character, isn't it?
oh, they don't. None of the jokes land. They just don't. It's not funny. Right, there is one coming up that is a little bit funny, alright? And I might even giggle.
Then I have a point.
But why shut
Here
up.
it is, Gorilla God reference. Gorilla Sign Language. Oh,
that isn't the funny
Caesar.
bit, right? Right, this bit does make me giggle. That is good.
I don't like Ezra Miller in general. He looks weird. Oh, look. See, this is the bit. I hate this because this is exactly shot for shot, cut for cut. Timing is the same as the trailer. When it's so evident they cut stuff out. It's not this bit. This bit's fine. But it's when he starts talking.
Don't like the lightning colour. It should definitely be yellow.
Yeah.
CW definitely does it better. So what if he wasn't the Flash? Like, he'd be dead.
Yeah.
Batarang in there.
Yeah, man. I like that. It's like this bit.
Oh, it seems like an oversimplification.
Then he kind of breathes like he's about to talk more, and I bet there was a scene longer. It just feels so abrupt. The cut-in. Yeah. They just took the trailer and put it in there just to cut time. Is this? I mean, I don't want to offend anyone, but is this? He's trying to say that he's on the spectrum or something.
I was going to say, fucking heck.
Like,
oh,
like that's
like,
really good. That's like people haven't touched one. Why can't there be an autistic superhero? That would be really awesome. But
you know, they just make him be
this
lame.
is just weird.
Galaxy's the Flash.
For your favourite bit with the car.
Oh my god.
The front looks really weird.
Yo, what company sponsors this movie? Do you know?
Ford.
Shit.
Where did he get the pizza from? Did he have that when he walked in there? Or did they sit in there for like another hour and order pizza? Okay, that's a funny joke. I like that.
Yeah.
It was spoiled by the trailer.
Oh, wow, look at that
Ooh.
startup sequence.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go buy a Mercedes.
Yeah, well, that's us done.
Bye.
We get to watch the same BBS stuff here. Mm-hmm. Thanks, Alfred. Good heads up. He could have definitely phrased that a lot better. It's super weird that he doesn't actually get an answer to why Bruce Wayne's looking for him, but he still is like, yes, I'll meet up with you. Alfred just bagging on Batman for no reason. He's not even there to defend himself. Here we get this good cityscape that you'll never see in full definition ever again. It's fantastic that they bought this block of space for filming, and then they're just going to use it for some pictures and some green screen background starting now. The CGI is so weird, they can recreate most of a man's face with robot parts, but they can't remove a mustache. Yeah, some gifts are like that. I'm looking at you, 3-month free pass at Movie Pass. And if you want to hear the full story of that, please go watch Wonder Woman. So is that what she's doing? She's opening up to people by fighting big monsters and weird, heinous shit? Okay. Alright, he's just out. No explanation. Cool. And now we're in the sea. Just apropos of nothing. Oh, good. This poor bastard's gonna have so much PTSD, he's not gonna understand what happens to him now. It's the best entrance that Aquaman could ever have asked for. And nobody spilled the beer. That's good. Is this green stuff ever explained? I don't remember. It's not on the glass anymore or on his hand, so it must not be very important.
Hi, I'm Noah Struby. I'm from Wisconsin, which is part of the United States, but you probably already knew that. Aquaman just threw a bottle into the ocean, the exact opposite of what he's supposed to do. I'm going to use this moment to sort of air some of my grievances that I have with this version of this character. I like Aquaman a lot, but I don't like the manly, like, the one from the 90s and early 2000s where he's the hook hand and the beard and he's very macho manly and I don't really like that one. That one seems like it's trying too hard to me. My favorite version of the Aquaman-like character is, I like Injustice Aquaman, I like New 52 Aquaman, where he's more of a King Arthur type, where he's very noble and he wants to work with humans, but he's still a badass in his own way. See, I question why Aquaman would do any good here, because he's untrained, he's not wearing any armor, he doesn't have any Mera-like powers. I don't know what Aquaman thinks he's gonna do. All he has on him is he's big. He's big, but he also has no screen presence. Oh. Surprised more people don't do that in this movie. Grab Steppenwolf by his big, dumb head. I recently saw Avengers Infinity War, and it's like shocking how good of a villain Thanos is, especially compared to this guy, who has the worst face of any villain I've ever seen. He was on screen 5 seconds ago, and I can't remember what he looks like. This is writing. I'm glad James Wan is going to add some color to this, because this all just looks gray and uninteresting. I don't know why we were obsessed with gray for the longest time. And it's stuck in like DC movies currently, but gray is such just a nothing color. There's no emotion associated with it. It's just nothing. It's empty. Why don't you do it then? How does he know what they have? It's weird how they just don't establish what Aquaman knows. They don't really establish what Aquaman can do. It's very rushed and kind of ramshackle, if that's the right word for this situation, how they put this whole film together. And why is this family in this movie? Like, they're completely unnecessary. People keep saying it's a Joss Whedon inclusion, but he didn't put a random... oh, wait, now that I think about it. He put that one girl in the first Avengers film. Disposable CGI Army number 3000.
Hey, what's up? It's Dan from 10 for 10 again, and I'm doing another section. Woohoo! Look at those really individual parademons. It's so easy to tell who is who. Oh, there's Bill. Bill is right there. He's flying. Oh, he's out. Okay. Such a rich color palette, too. Steppenwolf. First villain for the entire Justice League. The movie that will introduce them to anybody who hasn't read any of their comics, and they go with Steppenwolf. Out of all of DC Comics, Steppenwolf. Beautiful. And I will regain my honor and return home with the Avatar, mother. Stop treating Bill like that. You're being kind of a prick, Steppenwolf. Jesus Christ. For the Unity. Yeah, Darkseid would have been much better villain choice. Or even they could have saved Doomsday for this one, or made Lex Luthor better, so he would have been a threatening foe. Or even have them go up against the Suicide Squad or something cool like that. I don't know. Oh, there's Pete. I can tell by his glowing eyes and chest and wings. Best part of this movie is this guy. Lieutenant Gordon, not his friend. I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. I really wish they did that in a standalone Batman movie, because he would have been perfect to stay on as Gordon. He kills criminals here for 20 years. Let's be honest. Except for the important ones, like the Joker. Yeah, he definitely did. Butt shot, number 4008. So gratuitous. Why did they make him such a dumbass? It's Barry Allen. He's supposed to be crazy smart. I mean, Ezra Miller is charismatic and funny, and I get that they want to make it lighter. But making him such a patsy compared to everybody else was just not doing the character justice, in my opinion. Oh no, his dad's gone. And he's like, the fuck is that? It's not my signal. It's not the cyborg signal. I gave them one. audio cues from the Batman 89. I'm liking it. I really wish they did more of that if they were going to do this. Oh, awkward jump. And it's coming. It's coming soon. It's so uncomfortable looking. Ugh. Yeah, that Aquaman poster said there was supposed to be 7 of them. It's only 6 by the end. Yeah, I kind of admire Barry for just being, like, completely out of his league and just being like, yeah, I guess I'll go along with this. Yes, he was. I like how she just says that and doesn't introduce him to anybody else. They're just like, okay. Ooh. The 2 cities. So weird that they decided to do that. I know in some comics it is like that, but it is a strange choice. Now, this scene was in the trailers and it was funny, but I kind of wish it wasn't in the trailers and that I saw it for the first time in the movie theater because it would have been so much funnier. Well, thanks for listening to my portion. I've been Dan from 10 for 10. See you in the credits.
Hey, everybody. I thought that I would do something a little bit different because I think I'm around the halfway mark, something like that. I know another half of this movie to go, you poor souls. Anyways, this is Batman's inner monologue. Swoosh. I'm Batman. I get to go first because I'm the cool guy. I don't even know where we are right now. Yeah, Alfred, I'm really not paying attention to you. I spent the whole ride over here just thinking about how sweet it would be when I dropped down from that ledge. Everybody said that they were fine with it. I know that they have a lot of respect for me. Wowzers. I'm gonna jump across this gap now first, too. Oh, dude. Jeez, you guys are killing me. Okay, watch me go now. Oh, wowzers. My grappling gun was like, and then I swung across like, I like to think of myself kind of like a bird of prey, and like, yeah, I'm like a predator in the night, not like a sexual predator or anything. Hey, what's going on over here? Is that the bad guy? What does he look like, Dobby the house elf? I'm not scared of him. I'm not scared of anybody. Except for Alfred. He is really unsettling when he gets mad. Why is this guy talking at me? Oh, God. I have no interest in this whatsoever. Maybe if I tell him something stupid, he'll shut up. Yeah. Yeah, just save one, you idiot. Batman doesn't need this shit. Your costume is so dumb compared to mine. Yeah, you're not gonna be helpful to us at all. This guy isn't even killing his prisoners. If I were him, I would have killed like 20 people by now. Been killing a lot of people lately. It's pretty fun, but I should probably talk to somebody about it. Is that Cyborg's dad? Man, I saw my dad die. I feel bad for Cyborg because it's pretty much impossible to save your parents. That's pretty much what I've spent my whole life being upset about. Wait. I'm just gonna pretend that didn't happen. La 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 la. You can't save your parents. Everybody's parents will die. Man, Diana's pretty strong. She's got like a sword. It's not as cool as a grappling gun, though. I guess that lasso was pretty cool, though. I always wanted to be a cowboy. Diana, V5, Havana, swoosh. Look at my awesome karate skills. Screw your gun, you stupid alien bitch. Oh, is this kid actually gonna do it? Wowzers. He probably could have just electrocuted that dude to death. That was pretty risky. I guess I shouldn't have told him to save anybody. Are they just gonna stop and have a little powwow in the middle of the fight? That's pretty weird. Oh, stop talking, you Benedict Cumberbatch-looking motherfucker. No, that's some sweet fighting. Not as sweet as me, though. Look at this. Oh, yeah, I actually wanted you to throw me. Yeah, throw me again. Oh, sweet. Yeah, that's what I wanted you to do. Yeah, Alfred, send that car. I'm gonna fuck shit up with it. He's always sitting in a chair and sending me things. He also really wants me to find a date, but I don't think I'm ready for that yet.
Right. So... I kick off with Flash, having just decided to do his job and save someone. I don't know what he thought he was coming along for, seeing as he just decided to get up here, and then it turns out he's surprised having to save anyone. Now, I don't know about anyone else, but I was still quite disappointed with how Batman's fighting was. He seems so slow and cumbersome, and I know he's just a man compared with everyone else, but you still thought they'd be able to speed him up a little bit. It always seems like he's just tagging along for the ride in this film, but big shock. Not everything in Justice League works 100% all the time. The advantage of watching this little clip over a sliced out MP4 like this is that the special effects really don't seem as bad. It turns out this is the format Justice League was always intended to be viewed in. Slightly drunk on bourbon, watching just a 4-minute clip, so you don't have to get too fed up with how crap everything is, on a small little, ever so slightly pixelated screen. Also, Batman's mask doesn't seem to fit. And he makes dumb jokes. He is tall. God, it's enough that Flash does nothing but make dumbass little jokes without them trying to give Batman little quippy one-liners. So strange in BVS they decide to have Superman Batmanified and make him all moody and dour, and then in this one they decide to sort of Superman up Batman by trying to make him more quirky. So much of this is just overcompensating for how crap BVS was and the backlog for that. Wouldn't that split Flash's hand open? He did just touch that Themysciran blade right on the top. Oh, good. I've got a Flash fall. I've got the Flash pratfall just so I can tell the world from everyone else how dumb it is. Also, Flash he's surely so quick that he was on top of Diana for about a second, half a second. That's long enough that was in his world. When he's going super fast, everything's going, a millionth of a second. So that could be a lifetime for him just lying on top of Diana. So it's more pervy than it might immediately seem, and it seems pretty pervy right from the off. Never mind though, she seems pretty happy with it. She's so good at Miss Wonder Woman. It's such a shame all of this is going to go totally tits up and they're going to have to recast her because she nails it. Just smash up the Batmobile, no worries, Cyborg. Doesn't cost like a couple of, hundreds of million or something. Just stick your claws into it. You could just, use the controls as they're intended to be used and just tell Alfred, no worries, I've got this. Or turn him off remotely, which I bet it can do. No, Cyborg just decides he's just going to strap in and wreck it. Someone's going to have to fix that. And by someone, it's Alfred, obviously. That's why he's so irritated. Good hands. Good hands, Steppenwolf. It's a good old catch.
So I would love to hear how this film, how much was changed, the story behind making this, what was added when, how they felt about it. It's clearly unfinished. That Steppenwolf effect we just saw looks like a bad PlayStation 2 game. The action suffers throughout, and also not just because of the effects, but because there's this uncertainty in how to use all the characters' powers. So Batman has a similar issue to the end of Batman v Superman, where he's just running around hiding using technology. The Flash gets some good moments, I guess. Wonder Woman's underused. Aquaman, I think this is the only time he uses his Aquaman powers, and it's not successful. Cyborg also, I'm not certain why he felt the need to get into this thing. It's also a shame that this film wastes J.K. Simmons as Commissioner Gordon. I mean, I think at this point we'd almost all rather have just seen a decent Batman film with Ben Affleck and Jeremy Irons, J.K. Simmons. I also really dislike this. I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to kind of give us some eyes on the ground, give us some sort of human consequences for the battle, but I just don't buy it. It seems like weird scenes. It's weird to cut away to them here. I mean, the film's clearly been pulled apart and Frankenstein together in the editing room. I'd just love to hear what's going on behind it. You know, was this intended as a visual gag, or? And this bit. So, you know, this kind of 4-minute thing. I could talk a lot about this film, and I'd love to do more research on it. But this whole scene is a serious problem. It gets to one of the major issues of this film. First of all, Bruce Wayne out of character. If you watch, he's just needlessly a dick in this. He's not a good guy, and the main problem overall, though, is it builds up to this view of a Superman who never existed in this universe, and it retcons. That was a retcon line there, which I probably talked over. It retcons, you know, parts of Batman vs Superman, which was bad, but at least it was interestingly bad. It was so interesting and so purely, you know, bad in like an auteur way. But anyway, there's no indication before this that the revival is possible, and it's just, I mean, Bruce Wayne's just being a dick throughout this. As much as I enjoy its whole like, hey, you're a superpower, but I don't care. Like, I'm gonna mock you. I like that side of him a lot. I don't get it, and he just doesn't want to be there. Look at him. Stronger than the planet doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay.
And welcome to the next Metal Gear Solid level. Very CG heavy here, just tires and crates and just grey metal everywhere. It's very unpleasant. I feel like Ben Affleck's acting was very muted, especially in this scene, perhaps because it was a reshoot, and I feel like it's affecting Gal Gadot's performance. She's not a strong actor, but with a good director she can be, but here it's a very weak performance from both of them. I feel like that's a bit of a reference to the Wonder Woman movie, after Wonder Woman saw the effects of Dr. Poison's gas, which would have been the first shock of the power of science to her, really. So you can see why she's scared of it. He kinda did. He did bring the kryptonite spear. You know, basically the only thing that could kill Superman. Jesus, all those sparks. Just a few crates and a ladder, and just one knock and suddenly sparks go flying everywhere. It just makes that exchange look rather melodramatic. I don't get why people were saying Henry Cavill's Superman wasn't a beacon of hope. Sure, he wasn't around for long, but he saved quite a few people. I feel like the writer of this thought this was good dialogue, but it just isn't. It doesn't make sense. How could she be an inspiration, yet he's never heard of her? That just doesn't make sense. Of all the people who would know the tale of Wonder Woman, Batman would know, for sure. Very Whedon-y dialogue right there. Definitely a Joss Whedon reshoot scene. I like Ezra Miller as the Flash, but I don't like the dialogue he's given for most of this movie, probably thanks to the Whedon reshoots. Oh, it's so quippy and witty. No, it's just annoying and boring. Otherwise, I think he makes a very relatable Flash. What numbers? He's only been Cyborg, I think he said a few months, and he still doesn't understand his capabilities, yet he's just running some numbers. Kinda hints at some history for Aquaman, but it's never going to be capitalized on. That line of, you lose something when you die. Maybe we'll see in the Aquaman movie, who knows? It's quite a vague line. Why does Batman have so many samurai things here? Is he a weeaboo? And the secret to Batman's strength? Cucumber water. Who'd have known? And what room is this? It's like an attic or something. Fancy wooden paneling. It's very nice, but it's not really the place where you fix up your batsuit. I do quite like that line. I feel like this would have been in the original script. Although, not a great performance from Ben Affleck. Could have done better. And I feel like there were some scenes leading up to this that would show Batman realizing the humanity of Superman, but probably they were cut. Unfortunate. But not a bad scene.
Hello everyone, I'm James.
And I'm Thomas.
We are from the Fantastic Fools podcast. We're very happy to be taking you through this next couple of minutes of Justice League, starting with this delightful grave digging scene. With the Flash and the most boring human being / robot to have ever existed. This is an okay scene. It doesn't need to be in the movie. They could just have Flash do the very quick digging, and they could just move on. Or they could just say that this happened off screen.
And the reason this scene is in here, it's a funny scene.
No,
it's a funny scene.
I mean,
it's
not.
because the Flash he's an awkward, jittery kind of guy, and Cyborg is boring.
Cyborg is,
and he's just put the fist up for some knuckles, and it's absolutely rejected.
Yeah, it's savage. Absolutely, it's the kind of thing that makes you wonder: is Cyborg even a good human being? If he can reject a fist bump that strongly,
is Cyborg even a human being?
I guess that's his character arc, to learn to fist bump.
Yeah, well, does he fist bump?
I don't know.
I guess we'll find out later in the film.
Surely Aquaman fist bumps.
I dig it.
He does dig it in many ways. And in many ways, they dig it in this scene. They dig the grave.
Oh
my God, he's so boring.
Can you see how funny
He's so boring.
Look how funny the Flash is.
He is being incredibly humorous, you're right. Man.
Oh, they just hit the jackpot.
Ooh, what are they going to find? Oh, wait, no, it was Superman, that's right. What did you think of this movie the first time you saw it?
I thought it was
myself to watch it again.
I didn't hate it as much as you. I thought it was fine. Certainly not a good movie, but I wasn't sitting there hating it the whole time.
Batman has no reason to be up here. And we see the van pulling up, just at that point there. And we see Wonder Woman behind Batman, chilling out. She's also up there for no reason. Also, it's nighttime at the moment. Keep this in mind. Keep in mind that it is definitely 100% nighttime. Oh my God, so boring. During this scene. It's crucial information.
Ezra Miller in his army uniform. He looks so cute.
The Flash could just run past the guards. How would they stop him?
Maybe he's not strong enough to carry Superman. And here comes Wonder Woman out of the truck inexplicably.
Yeah, even though she was just seen on the rooftop literally 10 seconds ago, but now she's in the truck with everyone else. Interesting.
And in comes Batman.
So why do they bring the big heavy wooden casket?
It doesn't
bring him in a paper bag.
It does a paper bag.
Yeah, like a baggie.
Yeah. Like, no,
so
this
boring.
is just my sandwich.
Yeah. Sorry, this is just my lunch. I mean, Henry Cavill is a delightful snack of a man.
They look so mystified by what is before them.
Yeah, I mean, which is essentially just a pool of orange water. Really? And then there's a couple of floaty boys.
That just looks like my toilet.
That's a medical issue. You should get that seen to immediately.
And they're just putting Superman in a puddle.
Yeah, do you like his suit?
He's sharp.
Very sharp suit.
He looks ready for a funeral.
He looks ready for a funeral. His own funeral, in this case.
And that's a nice looking box.
It looks like a really, really bad prop from a school play.
That also is what Cyborg looks like.
No, Cyborg looks like maybe a university play.
You should be more tolerant
The
of
light
robots.
on his head turned from yellow to blue because he's connected, I guess. Like he's R2-D2 in this scene, essentially. He's boring R2-D2.
And here comes the Flash. Flash's about to save the day. And that standing up, the photo standing up, that's not right. They would not
Zack
do
Snyder
that.
thinks Park Kent is a more philosophically rich character than he actually is. Because both he and Mark Kent both just basically say, you don't know these people's shit. You don't have to be a superhero. Which, firstly, I'm not sure I like as a character bit, but also just no one found interesting. I don't know.
I prefer him being on a mountain and shifting rocks.
He does love shifting a few... Oh, so boring. He does just love shifting rocks. It's one of his favourite things. Also, there's no reason why they can't just do this multiple times.
Yeah, I was thinking that the other day, actually.
Also, Cyborg's really boring.
Cyborg is a very interesting man.
Yeah, but he's not. Well, that's nearly it for our scene, guys. Just want to say thanks for hanging out with us. We'll pass you on to the next person. Big thanks to Ross Barber for organising this whole thing.
And here comes the Flash. Flash's about to save the day. So he's realised he can be the one to ignite the box. And potentially he could bring Superman back to life.
Would they actually bring Superman back, though?
And you can also tell that everyone else is nervous about what's about to happen. You can tell by the expressions on their faces.
By the amazing acting they're all doing. Look at that acting. Look at that acting.
Batman in particular is doing plenty
Ben
of
Affleck
acting.
just does not want to be in this movie at all.
And he's a fast boy. And look at how nervous they are.
Look at the acting from Batman. Acting.
That's so much acting.
I can only imagine. I can only aspire to that level.
But we're about to find out.
Is Superman going to be? Yes, he is.
Well done.
Whoop-de-doo. And suddenly it's daytime. See what I was saying? It was nighttime before. Now it's suddenly daytime.
The magic of cinema.
Alright, so first off the bat, obviously, the dumbass, they leave them on the books, like, sitting out here. Just, I don't know, I hate, just could get it. But anyway, like, this, unironically, is, like, the best scene in the movie. Like, just watching in isolation, it's a really good scene. Like, obviously you can tell from, like, the trailers, it was originally supposed to be at night. So there's kind of some weird looking CGI in the background. I don't know, it just looks off for some reason. And this scene, it's like the most like untouched scene, obviously, like by the reshoots. Because you can tell, like, obviously there's no, like, weird mustache removal or anything except for the one close-up where, like, he says, "Do you bleed?" or whatever. Other than that, it looks pretty good. Yeah. Also, we get, like, a quick reminder here that, oh yeah, he's got X-ray vision. Remember? Yeah. Also, nice little touch, like, Cyborg's only got his, like, human skull, and the rest of him's all just, like, robotic. That's a nice little touch here, but... Yeah. Also, was Superman, like, buried in his, like, tracksuit pants? Or did his shirt just spontaneously, like, explode off? Because it just seems like, you know, his mum's kind of lazy, just, you know, put on some tracky dacks. Also, I've never noticed this before, but Henry Cavill has a really hairy chest, like, compared to, you know, most men's usually whatever. Yeah. Again, her delivery of that, oh god, her delivery is so off on that, it's just, Kal-El, no, it just, it's awful. The first time I saw it, I laughed for hours. God, that's not a foam prop at all, wouldn't it have been easier to get out of the way than rather cut it in half, but whatever. But See, this is like the best scene in the whole movie. Like, I've got no interest in rewatching the rest of the movie, but this scene, just in isolation, is great. Honestly, it's the one trope that I hate in movies, which is like oh no, our friend's been brainwashed, we need to snap him out of it, let's do whatever. It's a really overused trope that I hate. To get used a lot. Yeah. Where is Batman during all of this? Because obviously everyone else has come here. Also, something that's weird about this, like, he doesn't grab her by the neck. He just, like, grabs her by the scruff of her shirt. See, like, she's not wearing a shirt. But anyway, now this part is the best part of the whole movie. This, when he turns the head and the flash goes, oh no, you can see me. The best part. Because he thinks, oh yeah, I'm invincible. I'll win easily. And it turns out Superman can just move in super speed. I don't know if that's ever actually been established. Also, like, the monument that the city built that all these taxpayers paid for a giant, like, Vietnam War memorial for all those people that Superman killed. It just seems, it's like making a memorial to, like, Bin Laden. Oh, here's Batman. It's finally decided to show up. After presumably doing nothing. See here, that's when the you can tell the mustache has been removed. Gosh, I've never really been a fan of Wonder Woman. I haven't seen her movie, but it just seems uninteresting to me. But yeah, this is a bit of my little segment, so bye.
And bitch slap. Oh man. Here we go. You need these big guns, said Superman. Oh, I love that I got this clip because... Wait for it. There it is. That's the meme face. That's the screenshot. The famous lip screenshot. It doesn't look that bad here. Maybe it's my screen. Maybe... I didn't see this at the cinema. And I don't know how it looked. I hate that line. I really don't like how he delivered that line. I don't know why. I mean, Alfred just looks... It looked like Alfred was staring at her butt. I know it wasn't meant to be like that, but it kind of was like that. And he just throws the Batman around. Like, bye. But, I don't know. Then we don't see where he lands until later. He just exits the scene. It's weird. The editing in this movie is all over the place. It's not terrible. Suicide Squad was terrible. But it's weird. The editing in these movies are kind of weird. I don't know why. His hair is just perfect. And he was like dead. That's a dumb shot. I mean, it's a funny shot. That's why it's a dumb shot. That's even a dumber shot. And there he goes. But wait. What the fuck is going on over at the fucking mother box that they just threw off and didn't bother to look out for? And he just took it. Like it's nobody's business. And they back at the farm. It's a pretty shot. My cat is meowing right now. Kiss him, Lois. Kiss him on his CGI lips. He looks really muscular. And he stands like a duck. Actually, Amy Adams is kind of doing the duck stance right now. What the hell is happening with... He acts really weird in this whole part. Actually, in the whole movie, when at the end when he tries to be funny, it's kind of weird. Yeah, just throw things around. Yeah, don't do that. Have respect for property.
you fucking water boy. He's alright. I don't know why. I don't know why I turned against him. He's a good boy. He's a good water boy. This scene, I bet this scene, it's a Joss Whedon reshoot. It's actually shot kind of like how Joss Whedon shoots. Like he puts people in different places in the room, and then he goes all over the room, and it's an easy scene to shoot, obviously. And actually, Batman looks like he's not there. He's never with them, except for the first shots. So I don't know. Sorry, my cat keeps meowing. This scene is kind of awkward. I don't know why. I don't know. And then Cyborg is all brooding, but then he's gonna smile. It's kind of weird. Like, that's a Joss Whedon scene completely.
Okay, so it's my turn to talk about this fairly fun film, as James would say. This bit confuses me. His powers seem kind of vague. Like, can he talk to fish or not? He doesn't really answer it. I don't understand. What does that mean? It would have been good if we got to see more of his powers, because I think that's something a lot of people were kind of intrigued by, but they went a bit too hardcore on making him serious. So I hope the actual solo film does a bit better. With Ben Affleck here, I think in BVS he was like quite excited to play a superhero, so got absolutely ripped and worked out tons, and we got to see that in that workout scene. But here I think he was just like, BVS didn't do well, what's the point? And they were just like, yeah, sure, we'll just give you some underlayer armor. This is a romance that I've said I've wanted to see, and other people have said they don't buy as much. But I think it'd be interesting. I always found it fun in the comics. But I don't know if they'll actually do it. That's if Ben Affleck actually even continues. I think an issue with I like the idea of an older Batman, but at the same time, he's like the most famous DC character, maybe along with Superman. And this means if this franchise does actually eventually take off, which seems doubtful, but maybe, it just seems like we're not going to get much more Batman. And maybe that'll be good because we'll get better new characters. But honestly, that's what I would want to see. I wish they'd done a bit of a younger Batman. And now we're getting reference to a possibly better movie. I don't know, I preferred this film. But, I don't know, Wonder Woman is fun, but I think I preferred this because the characters are better. Certainly better acting in Wonder Woman. Steve Trevor, anyway. But yeah, I feel like they're trying to set up some sort of romance here. Which, honestly, they've got more chemistry than Lois and Clark, I think, who we're basically going to see. Yeah, here we go. It's the duck butt. And we get some stuff cut from the trailer, which I don't really understand, like a couple of seconds of footage. I think they might have cut it right here, yeah, because she looks as if she's holding the ring. So I think they literally just cut out that section of dialogue. I think they completely changed how they were going to resurrect him. Because we saw the dirt rise, but obviously in this, he was dead and they brought him back. So yeah, maybe that was some of the stuff Joss Whedon changed, or maybe Zack Snyder just decided he wanted a little tease, even if it didn't make much sense. But yeah, I really don't buy this romance. Whenever I see them on screen, I just cringe. The bath scene in BVS was horrible. This scene, I don't understand why she had as much screen time as she did. The section with her and his mum, I didn't enjoy any of her in this film. Like, I find this film fun and enjoyable, but God, his lip looks like it's out of a video game. Anyway, yeah, that's my turn. I don't buy this romance, but it's a fun film. We'll go on to the next person.
Okay, and here we are with Lois and Clark. Superman just being resurrected. Emotional scene between them. Lois telling Superman that she knows that he has to go and what that means. And I like that in this scene, after Clark's come back and he's over his death amnesia, realizing who he is and what he means for this planet, that he's his protector. I feel like this is the first time we see Clark kind of accepting the fact that, for lack of a better phrase, to steal from Spider-Man, that with great power comes great responsibility. That he knows exactly what that means for this planet. He's got to be there for it. Now, this scene touched me a lot. I was raised by a single mom, and seeing Martha's reaction to seeing her son after him being dead really touched me. It's a good emotional scene. I think it's a good grounding scene for this movie. Unfortunately, I consider it one of the few good scenes in the movie. This reaction right here. I mean, I can't even begin to imagine what that would feel like as a parent, as a father. And here we are in Steppenwolf. Steppenwolf unleashing the completed mother boxes. Going to bring them together to start terraforming the earth, all those parademons around. I just want to comment that the CGI in this movie really took me out of it. I really feel like that the CGI is pretty shoddy in this. Everything from, like we'll see in a second, Cyborg to even Steppenwolf here. The design of Steppenwolf's not even that great. He just looks like a big gray guy with a weird hat. I don't know. I don't understand. Like there's these spikes that come up out of the ground here, and then there's a tendril that comes out in a second. It looks right there. Looks pretty awful in my opinion. I mean, just bad CGI all around in this movie. Of course, Wonder Woman being one of the few stands out in this movie of being something that's good. And her movie's pretty good. I feel like she's almost wasted in this. And of course, we see Bruce Wayne here. You can kind of tell this is one of the reshoots, just because Ben Affleck has put on weight in this scene. He's using the sculpted rubber suit. And then here we see the team coming up out of the lake. We see this, the boyish innocence of Barry Allen here. I like what they try to do with this character in this, that he's like you're into the group, almost to this world. I just wish it would have been established a little bit better. Overall, I wish the movie was better in general, but I mean, you get what you get, unfortunately. I don't know. I hope they get another shot. I really do.
Hello, great mates. I'm actually really excited I got this portion of the movie here. There's a few fun bits. You got the lasso. You got the Batmobile. More on that later. It's a shame it starts off with a little bit of real bad exposition here. You got Cyborg talking about the cubes feeding off each other, creating a loop. To me, it reminds me a little bit about the staff and the Tesseract in Avengers. It's neither here nor there. Here's that fun Aquaman bit with the lasso. I think tonally, I don't know if it fits in with the rest of the movie, but it gives you a little bit more background into the character of the Aquaman here. I don't really like the characterization that they did in this film, but at least, this shows that they were trying to make him something. He references the war with the Amazons here. I think that's pretty interesting. I'm a big fan of Flashpoint, and I know there's that Amazon war there. I don't know if they were trying to reference that pre-Flashpoint movie, or if there was a history in the comics of Amazons and Atlanteans battling. I'm not sure. Someone's going to have to get back to me on that. Maybe I'll look into it myself. Yeah, he was sitting on the lasso. Everyone has a good laugh. I think if I was to put money on it, I'd say that was part of the Whedon's contributions. Can't really say for sure. Here's a little bit of more of a awkward Barry Allen. I missed the no muss, no fuss comment he made before. I'm not sure anyone's actually said that in real life. Here you've got your random family put in. Remind you that there's the common people. Not everyone's a god in this universe. You got one random family. Really ties it back together. See, this shot here, like the CGI is just so bad. And Steppenwolf looking like some kind of Muppet. I don't know. This looks good. The big problem here, I think, I mean, obviously, tonally, the movie's a little messed up. It's a bit choppy. But I feel like if it looked good, like if it really looked great, I feel like I could forgive a lot of it. But you just have things that look great, like some of the costumes. You'll see the Batmobile coming up here. And that all looks great, but it's just in a world of just CGI garbage. You know, this Batman looking like Night Owl here, looking real cool. But he's just flying towards just full CGI Thunderdome. I'm not even sure what this is. Ooh. Yeah, see, I don't know. Because the costume looks cool. The vehicles look cool. But then everything else just looks like it was so rushed. Yeah, I'm not sure about this dubstep stuff coming up either. You got purple tentacles. I know I'm doing a lot of just saying what I'm seeing here, but I'm just trying to take it all in. I feel like they just give you a lot to look at, but it's not great. And I never understood this parademon dubstep part. Like, it attracts them, they don't like it, they want to turn it off, but why? I don't think they ever get around to explaining that. Maybe I'm wrong. Here's something nice I can say about the film. I think the parademons themselves look pretty good. They look a little bit better than the Chitauri, in my opinion. And I think they made them a little bit stronger. I think they did that on intentionally. Like in one scene, you see Batman trying to fight them off. He's having trouble fighting even just one. In Avengers, you got Hawkeye, Black Widow taking just random shots, taking them out one by one. But it seems like a real struggle here.
Okay, so this is the Russian family that was allegedly added by Joss Whedon after Zack Snyder was removed from the production. There's been speculation as to why this family was added, considering the amount of screen time they have, but I suspect that it was probably, as we'll see in a second, to minimise, deflect from the criticism that occurred from Man of Steel, which was enormous civilian casualties. We can clearly see they're getting away, they're escaping, there's other people getting away and escaping as well. And I have to say, I really dislike this red colour grade. Here we have the villains from the first Transformers movie, the Desert Decepticon. Okay, that's some very Zack Snyder-ish slow motion. Zack Snyder really likes his slow motion. More slow motion. Looks nice, though. But I have to admit, I have absolutely no idea what's going on here. Lots of destruction. Oh, and the machine guns have made their return, but I guess as he's murdering parademons rather than humans, it's okay. Oh, he's lost his machine guns. Oh no, Batman, how are you going to murder people now? New convertible Batmobile. Oh, Wonder Woman there to the rescue. I'm not really sure why Cyborg is in that audio mix there. And also, Batman's not invulnerable. Surely he would have burnt driving through fire. Yeah, that's a bit corny. One thing I've noticed is that the comedic relief, the verbal comedic relief, the banter in this film is not funny. It says the guy dressed as a giant bat. Yeah, more frat boy Aquaman there. It's kind of hard to tell which bits of these films were Zack Snyder and originals. Oh, some PG-13 blood. And what was later done by Joss Whedon. Yeah, I really dislike Frat Boy Aquaman. New extreme surfing. Oh no, Aquaman, who's going to catch you now? You're going to die. Oh, I forget he's invulnerable, isn't he? Couldn't cause any more collateral damage. Oh, roly-poly Batmobile. Oh, and look, a bad ejector seat, as installed by Adam West. That's some weird first-person perspective. Does that sound a bit like the Wilhelm scream to anyone else, or is it just me? Steppenwolf, another grey hulking CGI monster. Because, of course, comic book movies can always use more grey hulking CGI monsters, and that is bad CGI. Yeah, that's some bad banter. Of course, it's a little-known fact that in Industrial Light and Magic's deal with Warner Brothers, the only CGI villains DC is allowed to use are grey hulking CGI monsters. More unfunny comic relief. Yeah, what is Cyborg's facial expression in this scene? I'd like someone... He looks confused. I have to say, I like Flash's super speed effect. It looks nice. It looks a lot better than the Flash TV show. Uh-oh, he's falling. Wait, what? Did Batman just catch him whilst he was moving in super speed? Is that even possible? Is this another "because I'm Batman" thing? Yeah, and we're back to confused Cyborg. Yeah, that is bad CGI.
Hey mates, I'm taking over for the next few minutes. Full disclosure, I've never seen Justice League, so I have no idea what's happening in this scene. Batfleck's using a gun, yep, that's consistent with what I know about that character. Oh, Khal Drogo, oh, he just got the shit kicked out of him, Jesus. Not Iron Man is in this movie, that's good. Now do I see it? I see a big gray CGI villain. That's different. Good for you, DC. Good job. Wonder Woman can shoot lasers in this universe, I guess? Is that what that was? What the hell? Wait, now what the hell is this? Is this movie not set on Earth? Is this a geostorm? Is that what's happening? Who's this? What's happening here? Jeremy Irons. He's so good. He was the only good part of Batman v Superman, wasn't he? Flash in his weird plastic suit. Running like a man who has never run anywhere. Wait, was that a joke? Is Barry Allen an idiot in this universe? Like, jeez. Wonder Woman's pretty good. I like Gal Gadot as that character. Khal Drogo looks like he's having fun, doesn't he? He looks like he's happy to be here. Good for him. Big gray dude is still big and gray. Not very interesting. Just swatting superheroes. Look, I didn't see Justice League because I've spent enough of my time and money on disappointing DC films lately. But this, I am genuinely struggling to get through like 3 minutes of this. Like, why does Batman look so confused by the concept of ammo? Surely he understands how guns work. Big gray dude is choking out not Iron Man again. That's his go-to move, I guess. That's like twice in 2 minutes. Oh boy. This is not good. I am not all in. That's horrible dialoguing. Sad Superman's in this movie. I think that's already more dialogue than he got in all of Batman v Superman, if I'm not mistaken. Batfleck looks happy, I guess. Alright. Brother. CGI flying's not very good, is it? I don't think Henry Cavill wants to be in this movie. I mean, I can't blame him, I guess, but alright, that punch was pretty cool. Superman's still just wrecking buildings and punching shit through walls. That's his MO in this universe. This is some of the worst dialogue I think I've ever heard. Boy. Alright, now what? What's this? Wonder Woman's still pretty good. She's cool. I'm struggling to find anything to say. This is the dullest, most generic action sequence I think I've ever seen. Oh, the truck's overheating. That's dramatic, I guess. Never seen that before. There's Barry again with his weird wibbly wobbly run. Boy, this is... Wait, no. Is this gonna be Barry's, big climactic scene? He pushes a truck? That's really sad. Barry deserves better than this, Jesus. Oh, come on! I can practically see the wires holding that up. Are you fucking kidding me with this? Ugh. Yes, he's an idiot in this universe. That answers my question from earlier. Good God. This is... more Wonder Woman lasers, I guess. Wait a minute. Superman went to save those civilians. Did he just not do it? What happened there? God, this has to be almost over, right? Surely I've been at this for 4 minutes. God.
Tom Quirk. There's that upper lip again. Look. No, there we go. Look. You've got to really look very closely, but his top lip isn't moving, but the bottom half of his face is. It's really weird once you notice it. Yep, there we go. Cyborg doesn't look very good either. I really wish they'd finished the CG with him. But, whatever. Batman looks so weird in this film. It's the lighting, maybe. Don't you wish that Superman had always been like this? Happy and quippy and fun. And look, Cyborg's finally acting like Cyborg as well. Why couldn't he have been like that this whole film? It's just jarring. It's so jarring. I think the Whedon ideas were good, but... Oh, here we go. Look, it's the non-character. He was never threatening. That was Steppenwolf's big problem. I never got the sense that he was even remotely a threat. And look at him. Gets the crap beaten out of him. And everyone says, destroyer of worlds. He lives only to conquer. He doesn't accomplish anything in this film. That's his issue. That and he looks like a PS2 character. Am I the only one who thinks that maybe Wonder Woman was given the big finishing move, because her film just blew up and I don't think they were expecting it. So they thought, this film got barely any Wonder Woman in it. We better give her something big to do so she can destroy the Axe. Also, why does Steppenwolf's goons try to kill him? I mean, why would you have an army who will just turn on you like that? It's so dumb. It's such a dumb thing, but the film isn't quite self-aware enough for that to be funny. Oh well. At least we probably won't be seeing Steppenwolf again. We'll be seeing Darkseid, who will probably have the exact same personality as Steppenwolf. Because Zack Snyder doesn't know how to do villains that aren't just CG world-conquering things. That is such a flat booyah as well. It's thrown in there, but there's no energy to it. It's just there to acknowledge that he's supposed to be Cyborg. That is a cool vista, though. Zack Snyder can do vistas, or Joss Whedon, whoever was holding the reins at this point. And I don't really know what the flowers are doing there, but it's a nice visual. Gives that weird Russian family something to do. Oh. There we go. I mean, I know that they're somehow the only civilians that they could put in mortal peril, but I think they did the right. They accomplished something sort of with that. Oh, this is silly. I mean, I accept that doing silly things with his money is kind of Bruce Wayne's thing. It is a very Bruce Wayne move to buy the bank, but just trying to make it as if Bruce Wayne and Superman are pals again, just it was such a jarring course correction. It's really hard to buy. I wonder if we'll see more of Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne. Probably not. Oh, look. You know, I really, really didn't like Ezra Miller as the Flash. I just found him awkward and cringy. But I do hope that he gets something good to do. Talented actor, but yeah. And also Billy Crudup as his dad feels kind of wasted.
Alright. Here we got Amy Adams. She's so pretty, I love her. Really, and she's such a good actor too. God damn. Darkness. It's not the absence of light. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Amy. What? No. You don't go to a dark room and say, no, it's not dark. You can light up a candle in here. No. It's dark if it's dark. The room's in there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Who do you think they'll get for the Justice League next? People say Green Lantern, but I really think they'll get Iron Man. You know, he's a really good cat. I love him. Yeah, they should get Iron Man. You hate me, I know that. Look at him swatting flies. Swatting flies. I laughed at the theater. I laughed when he ran like that. Oh yeah, I've got a question. I've got a question about this lasso, alright? So, how often do you think Wonder Woman goes to a fucking battle, like the big ones? I don't think she goes to the small battles, the street brawls, you know? So, how many times in a year do you think someone like Darkseid or Steppenwolf comes up? Maybe twice a year, right? So why doesn't Wonder Woman give the lasso to Commissioner Gordon for the rest of the time? Now what happens is, a guy comes in, convicted, right? And Gordon keeps the lasso on the chair, makes the dude sit there, and asks him questions, you know? He asks, hey, did you kill Martha Wayne and what's the father's name? Thomas Wayne. Did you kill Martha Wayne and Thomas Wayne? And he goes, yeah, man, I killed him, man. I killed the guy first, and there was the wife. Then she was wearing this pearly necklace, and I thought, oh, that looks. You know what? Look cool if I shoot right next to it, and it flies all over the pearls. And so I saw the man, and he died, and the kid was looking at me all angry, and I thought he was gonna be Batman when he grows up. Yeah, it'd be so goddamn easy, man. Wonder Woman, give it to Gordon, alright? If you're listening to this commentary track, just give it to Gordon. And I've got credits. How about that? Oh shit, it's paused. Hey, I'm a lucky guy. Alright. Alright, it's gonna be Quips and Miss Tess. Alright, that's what. This is Quip. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Quip. And alongside me is Miss Tess. Hi, I'm Miss Tess. Oh my god. Oh, look at that mustache. Alright. They're gonna be Quips and mustache, that's it. Alright. Oh, that's a quip again. Hello. Now the mustache is doing quips, and Quips Still doesn't have a mustache. What the fuck am I saying? I don't know. That's one more quip for you. Yeah, quip. Yeah. Alright. Now. Flash is gonna swat flies. Look at that. Oh my god, it's fucking horrendous. From the side, it's even worse. Jesus. Alright, he's gonna swat some flies in 3, 2, 1. Mustache! Boom boom.
And now for our own version of the credits, spoken by our commentary contributors. Don't forget about the post-credits scene, as yes, we've done that part as well.
My name is Dusty. I live on the island of Kauai in Hawaii. I built a router out of a coconut so that I can be the first commentator. And yeah, if you want to find me, please don't. I'm a busy man. Hope you had fun. Peace.
What's going on? This is Daniel Spring, hoping you had a great time listening to the commentary. I hope the commentary made the movie a little bit more bearable. Just kidding, it's all good. If you enjoyed the movie genuinely, then that's great, and I'm jealous of you. Anyway, I'm from the 10 for 10 podcast. You can find us on Twitter at 10 for 10 pod, YouTube, as well as Facebook, the 10 for 10 podcast, and most importantly, Podbean, where we are just the 10 for 10 podcast. I really hope you enjoyed it. Have a fantastic day. I love you. Bye-bye now.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Phil Better from the Phil Better Show in beautiful Montreal, Canada. Just shouting out to Ross Barber who put this thing together.
Hi, this is Colin. You can find me on Twitter at Scorpo Stories. I'm doing the third bit of the audio commentary.
Bradley Trenery, Fukushima, Japan. Yes, that Fukushima. I glow.
This sexy voice that you're listening to is brought to you by Aaron Spate. I'm from Kent in England. If you don't know where that is, look it up. I've had fun doing this little commentary, even though I only got about 4.5 minutes. I wish I had longer. If you did enjoy what I was saying and some little ramblings that I like to go on, by all means look up my podcast. It is Up and At Them, and you can find it on the Podbean app or Spotify.
Hello, I'm James and I'm from Devon. I don't really have anything to plug, but it's been nice to be part of this project.
Hi, I'm Harry Chappell. I was the commentator for the bit where the Themyscirans shoot that arrow into the big Greek monument or whatever and let Wonder Woman know, and also that really boring scene with Martha Kent and Lois Lane. So first I'd like to plug my business, if that's alright. I'm self-employed as a web developer, so if any of you need a website from a great mate, then go to hcdigital.co.uk. Thank you. Okay, calling myself a great mate out loud actually sounds really egotistical. It's weird. And I've also got 2 podcasts, which maybe you'll like, maybe you won't. So one's called Beyond the Box Set, where we pitch prequels, sequels or spin-offs to films that don't have any. So like what would happen if there was a sequel to Matilda where the Trunchbull gets powers. And I also have another podcast called 2 Geeks, 2 Movies, where each episode we compare 2 movies, which are quite similar. So, for example, Ants and A Bug's Life, 2 similar movies came out in the same year. So you can find us on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, Podbean, I don't know, wherever you like to listen to podcasts, we'll be there. So thanks very much for listening to me, and thanks for letting me be a part of the commentary. I'm looking forward to doing the next one if I'm accepted.
Hi, I'm Tyler of Tyler Hunt and James Mahoney. We're from Littlehampton, England. Woo!
I'm Thor Bjork, and I'm from New Braunfels, Texas.
Hi, I'm Noah Struby. I'm from Wisconsin, which is part of the United States, but you probably already knew that.
Hi, my name's David Roberts. I'm a lawyer, I'm a criminal prosecutor who works in London, and I'm currently living in Brussels for the next 6 months trying to sort out Brexit. I don't really have anything else to plug, don't really have anything else to say, so cheers, thanks for watching.
Hi, my name is Vittorio Iaquinta. You can call me Vito. I'm from beautiful British Columbia in Canada, city of Victoria on Vancouver Island. Yeah, that's it. I'm definitely not recording this on the toilet. That's all.
Right, well, thanks for having me on this Planet Broadcasting Great Mates commentary track project. I hope next time we do a film that's better. I don't know, more fun. I'm kidding, it's fine. My name's Alex Ryan. I'm from Canterbury, Kent in the UK. I podcast at Alex and Alex Podcast. I blog at joysandpassions.wordpress.com, and I tweet things at AlexTRyan27 on Twitter. So hit me up. Yeah, good stuff. Good, cool. That's alright.
Hi, I'm Daniel Roy from Orpington in Kent, southeast England. Now I live in the south of Spain in Malaga with my lovely wife Fancy. So yeah, I'm married, bitch.
Hey guys, I'm James.
And I'm Thomas.
We did the commentary over Superman's resurrection scene.
Boy, was it a good scene.
You can find us at the Fantastic Fools podcast. We're on iTunes and Podbean and things like that.
And
LinkedIn. Head to our Facebook page, just search Fantastic Fools, and you'll find all the relevant links there. Thanks to Ross for organising this fantastic project.
Anyway, I've been Marcus, but you can find me on YouTube under Derps Can Be Derp, where I have a channel where I do mods, skin mods, and mesh mods and whatever for the Batman Arkham games, which I haven't been on there for a while, but my whole back catalogue's still there. I also do fan edits, like feature fan edits under the name Bobson Dognut at fanedit.org. Recently I completed one for Spider-Man Homecoming called The Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. That's all. Yep. Bye.
Hi, I was Angel Rivers. You can find me at Riversor on all of the things. I post a lot of nerdy fan art, mostly Marvel, but I guess I do a little bit of DC sometimes. Anyway, thanks for watching, I guess.
Hi, I'm Sean Stillman Jennings. I'm 18. I'm from Croydon, England. I run a small Star Wars fan page called Star Wars Enthusiast. If you want to find that, it's the one with Darth Maul on the cover and barely any likes. And I also want to say a quick thank you to Ross Barber for organising this brilliant idea.
Hey, this is Daniel Worley from Kentucky in the United States.
Hello, great mates. This is Roger Quick, recording from New York, USA. I'm walking here.
Hi, I'm Jacob. I'm from West London, and in all honesty, I still have not seen Justice League.
Hey everyone, I'm Justin Landy, and I'm from Chicago, Illinois.
Tom Quirk watches too much television and plays too many video games, but is more than happy to talk to you about them. Check out his video game reviews at checkpointgaming.net and movie reviews on the Men Who Stare at Movies podcast, a movie review podcast available on iTunes and Shout Engine.
Hello everyone, my name is Dipam Podel and I'm from Nepal, the place where Doctor Strange learned all this shit.
Here we go, the first post-credits scene of Justice League, and we're in the prison. It seems that it's Lex Luthor's prison, and we have, it seems like him, a down angle shot of him in his cell. Now a guard is coming towards him. It doesn't look like he's happy. He's annoyed with the antics of Lex Luthor. Who wouldn't be? Especially when you had Jesse Eisenberg as the character. He failed greatly. Then we assume that it's not him. We get this crazy guy laughing, so we know it's not him. It's kind of established that it wasn't him. We have a Ninja Turtle now. Looks like Leonardo on a boat going to a giant yacht, which we must assume is Lex Luthor's yacht, and he seems to be guarded by females, all female staff, so we know he doesn't trust men, but only when it's his need. It's a very nice yacht. Looks like we're in the Netherlands. And we have the Ninja Turtle, aka Deathstroke, walking up. And then we have a different style than what it was from Batman vs. Superman. He seems to be more Gene Hackman style with the suit. Now they're talking about maybe creating a league, and Deathstroke has a metallic voice, robotic, and I don't know if I really like him with the complete bleached out blonde white hair. And it's really weird, and they're like a League of Our Own, which reminisced me of the movie with Tom Hanks, Rosie O'Donnell, and Madonna. So that was the end credits there. And then we get the world being held up by Atlas. Could be symbolic of how Superman helps the world. But that's really the post-credits scene. I wasn't impressed by it.